Yo, what up, guys? Beside here, logged into the Noob2Pro account on day 245. Yes, I know it's been a while since you heard me say those words, logged into the Noob2Pro and day something. But yes, we are finally back on the account. And in this video, I want to put it all up to you. I'll go through all the changes where the Noob2Pro has been and currently where we are right now in the game. And then at the end of this video, you decide whether you want us to keep pushing on this account or not. If you've forgotten, the goal of this entire account, the Noob2Pro series, was to keep in touch with the beginner player content. I have my endgame account where I can always push out endgame content, but it's not always valuable to newer players who are coming up into the game. That's the purpose of this entire Noob2Pro series. So whenever it goes too far towards the end game, we kind of hit the reset button and head back straight again to the beginning. So we can always have content for the endgame players who I can manage from my main account, and then for the newer players who are coming in, who are not even going for fusions, who are just trying to learn the game from the beginning. That's the purpose of this Noob2Pro series. So take note of that. The last time we started this second season of this Noob2Pro series, we started with the purpose of getting to Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss with a killable team. We're assuming you don't have a Man-Eater, double Man-Eater, Painkeeper, all those comp. You don't have a Helicat, you don't have a Demeter. So even if we got those champions, we are not interested in using them to build a clan boss team to get us to Ultra Nightmare. So when we finally built our clan boss team that could do Ultra Nightmare, even if it was a 4-key, 5-key, it seems like it was possible. Finally, all that was left for me to do was to head into the dungeons and farm better gear for that clan boss team, right? So we could do Ultra Nightmare, but the clan we are currently at, it's not killing Ultra Nightmare, so there was no reason to spend 4 keys here. So I'm still doing a 2-key Nightmare and a 1-key Brutal. If I do the new gear cleanse, I'm probably going to get to a 1-key Nightmare. So, but that's the changes that this account is going through. Let me quickly show you the damage right there. Sometimes it gets to 50 million for this 2-key. This time is wrong affinity or something. That's why it's a 1-key. So this account also hosts the clan, Noob2Pro clan, that we started at the beginning of this series, and a lot of people joined the clan. We had 2 clans originally. We still do have 2 clans, one for beginner and one for maybe Nightmare clan, and it's still the clan that with this account is managing. So this is one of the reasons why I keep coming back to this account, making sure even if I'm not playing on the account, I still log in here and do my clan boss hit at least. CVC is currently going on. I have to come on here, spend my books and do all those stuff. Normally contribute my bits to the clan, and although that means we're kind of slow in our progress to Ultra Nightmare damage because we're still slow down in Nightmare. To move from Nightmare to Ultra Nightmare is a long one. It's a lot of farming. And that's what the Noob2Pro got left behind. Well, I didn't just leave it behind because I was scared of farming. No, I left it behind because I got sick. So if you guys have been following the channel, you know that even on my account, I slowed down on daily posts and started posting once in a while when I could from the home. But now I'm back at the office, so it's time for us to play on one account, play on the second account on the dual monitors, and then push both of them, and whatever content we have, we can share it on the account. Another thing that the Noob2Pro has been helping me do is, since my account has been saving shards, ancient shards, void shards, secret shards, I've been hoarding it on my main account. The Noob2Pro is where we've been doing most of our shard pool videos from. I've been saving so good on that account, on my main account, so that I'm not even doing shard pools. And one of the ways to get viewers the most in raid content creation is from shard pools. So I've been slacking behind in that front, and the Noob2Pro has been helping me. Shard pool video, only 10 secret shards. I mean, only 4 secret shards. Shard pool video, only 30 ancient shards. So that's still content, I guess, and you guys have been watching it. So I wouldn't say this Noob2Pro is still not very valuable. I just feel that most players have learned all the lesson they could learn from the Noob2Pro by now, and we're in Ultra Nightmare. It's beginning to be a grind. If you know how raid is to grind on one account, not to talk of now grinding on 2 accounts, so it's beginning to be one of those accounts where you just head over here, start it with RSL helper, go to bed and wake up in the morning and all the energy is gone. So that's one of this where this account is getting to. I'll head over to, before I begin to show you all the progress, this is what I'm talking about. So it's just an account for grinding. I've not even done a gear cleanse in a while on this account. So see, so it's the account that's been spending times in the dungeons right there. See spiders farming that I've done. So I've been spending the energy on the account. That's what I'm trying to say. CVC is going on right now. I'll go to the forge and forge everything. So I'm not slacking. And in terms of newer champions that I got, recently I did a video where I recorded. I won't show you the recording, but I'll just show you the champions I did get. The 2x ancient jar was just about to end. The Noob2Pro did pull some more ancient shards and got some newer champions than the ones you saw in the video. If I scroll down, you see one of the ones we got was a legendary champion. You think it's an exciting one. I did do the recording, but it was just a short 2 minutes, 3 minutes recording, so I didn't think it was okay to post as a separate video. So the first champion we got was this Maranix, a duplicate of an account of the champion we already have. So this is the first thing I have to let you know, because it's the most recent change that happened on the account. Me pulling about 10 to 20 more ancient shards. I did buy 10 or 20 with gems, which is never advisable, but we really wanted that Sepulchre Sentinel on this account. We really want it. So I was like, this is 2x ancient, what could go wrong? I went in there and did not get anything but a duplicate Maranix that I'll put in my faction guardians. And then we did get a Muslim mage, and who else, some other epics right there. We did manage to win that champion chase, because I did summon DJ Massa that has been staying in our summoning portal for a while. I did summon this champion, and one other one that we've been keeping, I think Nugoyo, that was also a fusion we obtained. I summoned both of them to get the first place in that champion chase, to get, I think it's legendary skill tome we won from that champion chase. I have to check. So I also summoned Archmage Helmont, which we got from the normal Doom Tower. And that's also another reward that was been sitting there waiting. Since we're not going for a fusion on this account, that's why I summoned these champions on a normal champion chase, just to help me win first position and get good relentless sets, I guess. So that's in terms of champion, that's how we're doing. None of the champions build has changed for me to show you anything right here. This account does have a Sifi that we are not using for clan boss. We're just using that for PvE and other content. And our highest speed champion of 315 speed for an arbiter. So that's for champions. For gear, we are not looking too good. Like I said, we are still needing to farm a lot to get something good. And then if I head over to one set that I'm looking forward to for damage dealers, one content that we've not farmed so much is Savage set, because that's the real test of an endgame account, right? So we're not there yet. Where is Savage set? There you go. We have not been farming a lot of Savage sets, and I think none of our champions currently have a full set of Savage sets on them. Not even our nukers. Let me check. That's not Savage set. That's not Savage set. That's not Savage set. And not even Cold Heart. So it's time for us to start actually gearing champions with this set that, you know, befits them. Not even this champion Gembo. So that's something we need to maybe focus on, the Fire Knight 20, to begin to get that. The last champion that we got we were so hyped about that I told you I was going to take this champion to 60 immediately, master, and put into our clan boss. Yes, I'm getting there. Check out the masteries has already been found. This champion will be built tonight. Even I do have some blessings for this champion, right? Since it's going to be a clan boss champion, I'm going to put not chain breaker now. Where is this one that has to do with cruelty? Decrease. Yeah, I'll put cruelty since it's a clan boss champion. So that's Toragi the frog that will be adding a little bit more poison in place of Frozen Banshee. She'll be out of the team, and Toragi the frog will replace her in the team. So hopefully when we finally build this champion with new gear, I can showcase him in the team, replacing Frozen Banshee. They are both of the same affinity, but double ally protection with my Skull Crusher is going to be a better way of surviving the hits than a Frozen Banshee who just places poison. Toragi brings some other stuff to the battle. All right, so that's the champions. In terms of resources, we have saved up. I do not save them. Whenever there's a CVC like this, I go down to my champions and see who actually needs books. In this case, I was thinking of adding Ronda to most of our teams, so she might need books. But in terms of epics, there is no other champion that needs epic books right now than the new one we just obtained, who is Toragi the Frog. Well, this champion needs books, but he is not high priority. I was spending books on him until I got Toragi. So Toragi has to be the focus right now and get all our books. CVC is the best time for you to spend your skill stones on champions and get those awesome points for your team. Even if he does not have personal rewards, he might want to win it. So in terms of legendaries, the only champion that I can think of that deserve my books, if I start to book this champion, it might take a while. So I'm already closer to, oh, I've not even spent any books on Drex. My Spider 20 is currently fine, but I feel like Doom Tower, some stages I'm struggling with some Doom Tower stages, and Drex might help me right there. So he's a champion that I think I might spend on, but let me know in the comments. I'll not do it right now. I'll do it maybe tomorrow. Drex or Python, because I could take Python to 60 right now. Also, I'm building new 5-star chicken right here, as you see, 1 5-star chicken, 2 and 3 right there. So I'm still doing campaign, a lot of campaign, because I don't like seeing all these champions at 50. They're useless. And another thing right there, we did finally get our physics. If I head back into the daily login, you can see us at day 200 and when do you get physics? Where is she? Did I say day 240? This is day 270 and we got physics. So I was wrong. Not 240, this is 275. So I thought it was 245 because it was actually in this page. I was looking at this top. No, it's actually 270 plus days. Forgive me for that. So we did get visits on day 270 on the dot, and now we've added 5 more days to that. So 275, episode 275. All right. Yeah, that's all the Noob2Pro has been up to. If I head over back to the dungeons, we are still doing dungeon 25 on the dragon, but all other dungeons are at 20. So this dungeon 25 is at not even 3 minutes, maybe 4 minutes, 5 minutes sometimes. And yeah, all the other dungeons are at level at 20 right now. So is this something that I could attempt to push? Maybe, but I need to regear all those champs with better artifacts that I've been farming all this time, and maybe we can push 25. So I'm saying, for a beginner account that kind of focused on beginner content, dungeon 20 to 25 is no longer beginner content. And then for another beginner account now, faction wars, trying to push faction war 21 20 is not beginner content. That's heading towards ending content. We already obtained arbiter, so that's also a little bit of a beginner content, but I've left the missions alone all that time since we obtained arbiter. The last time, once we stopped at 60, I've never come back here to even farm the barbarian at 14, because I felt like this part of the quest is end game content. Even if there's a legendary skill tome, sacred shard waiting for me right there, and legendary skill tome, 2 of them waiting for me, I felt like it's not beginner content. That's why I've not been pushing it at all, or even checking if something I can do. So what else do we have to share? Silver, we did spend it to expand our storage a little bit whenever we do shard pool. Not a wise one, but I didn't want to clear some space, so I did use the silver to expand storage space for champions. And no events or tournaments were not going for them. Even champion training that is currently going on, I'm not even putting a little bit of stars into the champion before I use them as food. I'm taking a 4-star champion without putting 3 brews on him. I'm using as food during champion training. That's how much I want to take a champion to 5 stars so bad that I'm not interested in getting points for champion training. That's also not what we want to do when we are trying to win tournaments and events. It's just that I'm not focused on that. I'm trying to focus on getting the champions to 6-star. So again, now that you know where the Noob2Pro is, I think, is there any other thing I'm forgetting our clan can currently do? Today, no, we didn't kind of kill the Hydra. We normally take down the Hydra on normal. Maybe people have not spent their keys, and yeah, that's also something I'm considering. If we could come back to the Discord more, communicate more, and get a lot more things done as a clan. But this will all depend on you. If you're still interested in seeing Noob2Pro updates, but just note that I don't feel like it will be beginner content anymore. If you want to see end game content, I can always provide that from my main account. Talk about champion guides, talk about whatever is going on in the game right now, from events to tournaments, how I'm approaching them. I always show that type of content for the end game account. But for beginner friendly content, I don't think the Noob2Pro is it anymore. Although we did start up to get to Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss. I think we did that, but maybe I should revise my gear on that Clan Boss team and get it to a 3-key Ultra Nightmare before I say we've achieved our mission on this account and begin to give you the option of letting it go. So if we do let this account go, what is the next thing for me to have as a side project apart from my main end game content? I think the next end content I wanted to have as a side project is these referral programs from my main account. I still don't have the Jamasa. My main account does not have it because I've not completed what it takes to get her, or even this other legendary champion right here, Kronam, right? I'm also not haven't obtained him. So this is something, an end game challenge that, well, not really an end game. Anybody could do it. A beginner player could do it. Create those 3 referral accounts or 6 referral accounts and get yourself this champion as a flex. Not like he's that game changing that you want him that bad, that like he's better than all the champions in raid. No, I just feel like this is a challenge that I've been ignoring, and a lot of people have done it. Well, few, and I could be one of the few that have taken the time to do it. It's time, it takes a lot of time, but I do have what it takes to do it right now, which is the blue stack, where I can just run campaign and run campaign forever and get it done. So I'm feeling like it's time for us to put that challenge to the test and see if I can get Kronam within a reasonable time. So that's one side challenge that I might do instead of the Noob2Pro series. Let me know if you want the Noob2Pro back or you want me to do that series. Another challenge that we could possibly do, since the Noob2Pro is no longer beginner friendly, it's kind of pushing towards that mid-game level or end-game content. Do we start a new Noob2Pro series? So that's the news I wanted to come to you with, that the Noob2Pro is still alive, still breathing. I only took a break from it because I fell ill and I could only produce content or play my own main account on a regular basis. Because despite me playing on Noob2Pro and my main account, I always made sure I don't neglect my main account while I'm giving you this free-to-play series, because that account is dear to my heart, right? So the Noob2Pro is still here. I'm looking forward to your feedback in the comments. What you think we should do with this series? Should we just press the reset and start all over again for newer players to catch up with what's happening in raid and what has changed and all that stuff, and give ourselves a challenge to also get to a early game content as fast as possible? Or do I just push ahead with it and get the mid-game level content done, maybe faction wars done, maybe Doom Tower normal done? There are still things to do. Dungeon 25 push and get it done, build a better 3-key ultra nightmare team. So these are all things I could do if you guys are interested in. But if newer players will find all those things kind of end game, also let me know so we can start all over again. To make this one very easy for you, instead of just writing comments, which you can do, write the comments, but I'll also put a community poll out there so you guys can decide what we are going to do with this account. Of course, it's going to be a giveaway if we no longer want to play on this account, so that's also going to be an option. When we don't want to, if we want to push reset and start a new Noob2Pro series, this one has to go, CP has to go, and somebody has to win it. So if that would motivate you for me to let it go, but running it all night, just farming, I tell you, it's gonna be a long grind to get faction war done. I do have a series if you want to see faction war teams that I beat, but if you want us to do it again with all these new champions, also that's possible. But I don't think faction war teams really change. Just use the same champions like anybody has, and then you get it done. So all right, I've rambled on enough about the Noob2Pro. 275, almost going up to a year, and we are almost at the end game content, or the end game content. Help me hit like in this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel for more daily raid Shadowlands content. The Noob2Pro will be back if you guys decide. I guess I'll see you guys in the next one.